Okay, so we need steel. Now, steel takes iron and coal. Now, I think coal overall right now is harder to find. There are two known sources of it. One is what we're using for the coal plant, and the other is that one on that mountaintop. First thing I ought to do is go to, yeah, here, and make it visible here. That's another thing. There's this pit, and it looks like it doesn't have a bottom, but it can't just not have a bottom, can it? I'd certainly like to get to the bottom of that. Yes, I know, that was a really lame pun. Stop groaning out there. I need to update that marker too. I built a ramp to the pure coal node. So the reason I'm going to the pure coal node is to gauge how far away the closest... Whoa, okay, no, forget that. To gauge how far away the closest iron node is to it. I mean, consider how far away the coal node at Spiral Lake is to the water, the source of water. Now I put the plants by the water. I suppose I could have made them equidistant from the water and the coal, but I suppose in the long run that would have involved more pumps to, let's just say, push the water up from sea level or lake level, what have you. Where is the end of this thing? What is that? Is that just a plant of some kind? Yeah, it is. I thought it was some kind of alien life form that I've never encountered before. Speaking of, the sooner I get protection for toxic plants, the better. Okay, now this is the way to the coal node. One that's on top of the mountain. I think it's around. Why do these guys keep coming back? I was just going to take a measurement, but now... Alright. Here we go again. So, anyway. Iron. How far? 186 meters, 205, 310. There's a group of them. And those seem to be the only ones in the region right now. Although there's more that are further down. I think here, though, the problem isn't with where they are, how far away they are. The problem is with how high up they are. I mean, look at this place. It's way up on a mountaintop. And while I'm thinking about it, nearly 200 feet is pushing it for a conveyor belt. If I were going to use this node as a source for steel production, I may have to use tractors, which isn't a bad thing in and of itself. But it is a bit of a learning curve, I imagine. Now I'm thinking about it. Coal, where's coal? Here we go. There should be one. Let me see if I can actually get its location on the map. What I'm talking about is way over here. Huh, I didn't know that. Apparently it's a pure coal node. The problem is it's across a bottomless pit, but at the same time, what if that pit wasn't... What if I didn't really have to cross the bottomless pit to get to it? I remember looking at it and saying, oh, it's across the bottomless pit, it's a write-off. What is this guy doing here? What kind of node was this again? Oh, I remember this node. Yeah, I found this after just looking for copper ore. This one's 451 meters away and closing in, but I'm going to look at it just for the sake of looking at it. That, and it's an ore, it's an node, and it's pure, which has some extra appeal to it. As it's just limestone. I'm not that into limestone right now, but give me some time. This is iron. What is this? By which I mean, what is this arch thingy that I'm approaching? Looks like just some kind of a rock formation. These things might just occur naturally. Oh, and look at that. This is the bottomless pit I was referring to. The fact that it's at least relatively bottomless. Because there's this huge gulf that you have to cross. The real question is, can you cross it? If so, how? I'm looking at the land right now. There may or may not be somewhere for me to get low enough to the ground. I don't want to run into these two guys, but I'll fight them if I have to. Yeah. Am I just not capable of passing by undetected? So the land goes kind of steep down here, but I do seem to be approaching the area where the coal is. I may actually be able to pull this off. The real question is there iron? Also, how far away can I build stuff? Like foundations, for example? Let's see, I got a fair amount of concrete. This might actually work. I'll be a monkey's uncle. Let's see, the coal node should be somewhere around here. Okay, so here it is. But what about iron? Let's see, we got 175, 224, 201, 202, and a group of them, some 400 and something. There's a way. There is another node nearby, but it's a copper node. Or wait, maybe this isn't an actual node. I think it's just copper. Okay, well I ought to mark this on the map as the bridge across from the bottomless pit. Well, okay, it looks like it isn't across from the actual bottomless pit, it's just sort of across from it, and there's like another island there. Why did that happen? It's like the second time the map went and stroked out on me. I just edit this thing. I'll have to move myself away from it. So for the last node, we're gonna have to go back to the coal plants because it's got like 4 of them. Well, effectively 3 of them because one of them is blocked by a rock. But I have been researching explosives. Problem is I need steel. Let me just get back up here. I didn't know there was a lake here. Or maybe I did and forgot about it. Really too far. I'm gonna have to climb up to get to the coal plant, or at least the way to the coal plant. It's a bit of a jumping puzzle, but really? I can't get up there? Oh boy, I was so close too. Alright, there should be a... yeah, here it is. It's a bit confusing when you're coming at somewhere from a completely different angle, a direction that you're used to. These look like paths. They dried out rivers or something? It's weird. Okay, yeah, and then this is the way to the coal plant. And since I'm far enough away to... let me see if I can edit that marker now that I'm not on top of it. Yeah, here we go. Now, what best represents a bridge here? Maybe I'll just use this. Yeah, you can tell by the power lines we're getting near. Along here is the conveyor belt that feeds the coal plants. That only connects to one node out of 4 that exist here. I might need to use another node . What are the rest of the nodes? There we go. 38 meters. 77. Oh wait, I put a miner down on this one because I thought that I was gonna need it. There's another node right next to it. only real problem here is that we're in a sort of a pit. Like there's a wall right there. I don't have anything to blast it away with. Or blast a hole through it with. So, where's the iron? $100, $200, $392. Yeah, gee. I mean, I suppose the iron node is relatively close, but we're way down, and it's way up. In other words, I'm gonna have to, instead of mining and directly piping in coal, I'll have to start trucking it using tractors. And I suppose I could go the other way around and use tractors for the iron, but not the coal. There is that one coal node on top of a mountain. And it's relatively close, but I think actually the coal node that's over the bridge might be the more accessible of the two. Because now that I put that bridge there, it's easier to get to. The real question is, can I use a tractor to get to it? And there's another one too. Where are the nearest iron nodes? I mean, okay, so I know where one of them is. It's at my base. There's one I'm not really using. Wait a second. Speaking of the devil and Charlie 2. These iron nodes, let's see, one of them's impure. This one's also impure. This one's also impure, and the last one, yeah, all four of them are impure. But here's the thing, I wouldn't consider that as bad as it sounds. I mean, sure, they're impure and all, but impure nodes, you can use miners and extract 30 a minute out of them. Just wait. Where'd that guy come from? Wasn't there 2 seconds ago? Anyway, you know how these steel plants work? It takes they take 45 units of iron and 45 units of coal to make 45 units of steel. Now 2 times 45 is 90. 90 divided by 3 is 30. In other words, it's 30 impure iron nodes so the coal stuff, wait a minute. There's a way on the map to determine the purity. The map actually tells you. So it should register the ones at Spiral Lake first. Let me just zoom in here. Normal. That one's claimed, but it's by me. Normal. Yeah, all 4 of them are normal. However, now normal is 60 per minute. However, I can overclock and draw out 90 from that normal node. Okay, let me just make another map marker. I keep forgetting you don't drag these. You just click them. And it is a resource. Of course, it doesn't exactly change the fact that I'm going to have to truck this stuff up from the nodes.